Hello and welcome to another tips and tricks video with myself, Insomnia Dreams, for the Ultimate Team UFC 3 game. In this video we've got a very highly requested video, guys. It's about the chemistry when it comes to Ultimate Team and your fighters. What is it? What does it do? Does it make a difference if I've got a low chemistry or high chemistry? We need answers. Everyone wants answers. I still have some questions that I want answered as well. So guys, today I've spent literally hours testing the difference in high chemistry, low chemistry, to see if I can see anything that physically changes with it. And there's some other things that I will talk about firstly, which could well point us in the right direction. So if I start by saying that there has been a tweet that I know that other YouTubers have spoke about and other people online are talking about, and it basically says that chemistry gives a bonus based on the difference between an attribute's current and max value. If your fighter has 90 chemistry, their lowest stats are boosted more than their highest. Bonuses start at 0.5% and they go up to 10%. So what I make of that, guys, and what a lot of people are still confused about, it's a little bit of a riddle because it's not exactly spelt out too clearly, but I believe, and with the testing that I've done, that this means, for instance, what you see on screen at the moment is I have Conor McGregor. We all know by now Conor McGregor is a striker. He's absolutely rubbish when it comes to grappling and on the ground, especially in the game. If you look at his striking stats, 84 striking overall, only 70 grappling, right? You look at the stats up the top there, the throw 73, clinch is 68, takedown defense, so on. They're all really low stats, really, right? So what I've tested and what I believe this means is the higher the chemistry you have with this fighter, the better his grappling game will be. Like the lower stats that you see there on screen, there will be a boost to them. Now I've tried chopping and changing these cards around and seeing whether you see a difference, see if a little number pops up to give you a bonus, but it doesn't, guys. You can't see a difference. You don't see any difference in the pluses or the negatives or whatever, the higher or the lower the chemistry. So I went into some gameplay with Conor McGregor and I tried to make it as close and as even and as fair as possible. When I was coming up against fighters, I wanted to look at, right, so I've got 96 chemistry on this Conor McGregor. I also put his chemistry down to 20. Like, I think it was about 26 actually, but I put it down to 26 and I was trying to see if there was a difference. Now in his stand-up game, there was not a difference. I didn't notice it. The only thing you can notice is obviously if the speed and the power and stuff is down, because you haven't got certain moves on, you will notice a difference in that sense. But I was seeing if there was a difference with a low chemistry to a high chemistry when it comes to the grapple, because that was a lot easier to lower his chemistry there and to see the difference. Now guys, it did feel different for me. It felt different with the ground game and in the clinch when I had a 96 chemistry Conor McGregor to when I had, I think it was around 40 when I tested the grappling. There was a difference. Around 40, very sluggish, couldn't really compete on the ground, wasn't very good at blocking or denying transitions, just felt overall sluggish. Then when I had the 96 chemistry, it did feel better. Now this could just be down to a few things. It could come down to internet connection and stuff when I was online, or single player when I did it that way. It could be the level of the fighters and the attributes that they've got. But I did notice a difference there, guys. So if I'm putting 2 and 2 together, I think what that tweet basically means is the lowest stats of your fighter will be boosted by having a higher chemistry. So like I say, just to round that off there, Conor McGregor is a striker, so he's got very high stats when it comes to the stand-up game, but his grapple game and his ground game is very low. So if I've got a 96 chemistry on him, it gives you a boost with it, but you don't see any little numbers or anything visible to see the difference. And I think it's something that they need to put into this game in the future. When you put a card on and you see a little +6 or a +3 on certain things, or a minus on something, I believe that when you up the chemistry, you should see a different number that pops up as well, just to show you what you're getting boosts on and why it'd be that, and why it'd be good to up the chemistry. That's what we need to happen on this game, and I think they probably will do something like that in the future because too many people are confused. You know, I would like to see that, because I would like to see exactly what it is benefiting, but there are other reasons why it benefits you to have a high chemistry. Now let me just explain this, guys. I've looked into it. When it comes to the solo challenges on this game as well in the future, as you click in and you go across the skill challenges. In the future, there will be skill challenges that the objectives will mean that you need to use a fighter that's got at least 80 chemistry, or it could be 70 or 60 or 90. That will be one of the criterias. So to have a high chemistry on your fighter anyway will allow you to complete skill challenges in the future. Now, not everyone will be like that, but there will definitely be them. So I'm guessing, like, under an insane category, one of the challenges may say that you need to have a fighter or use a fighter for that that's got at least 80 or 90 chemistry on that fighter, as well as certain moves or whatever. So you've got to bear that in mind as well, guys. That will be something that's coming to the game, which chemistry will affect how you can perform and complete challenges and stuff to unlock tokens and things like that to complete your sets in the future. So that's something that you guys need to bear in mind as well. There's also been something that I've come across that tells me that basically certain people believe that the higher the chemistry for each fighter that you have there, so if I had 90 chemistry on all 4 of my fighters that's on the screen, it will give a little boost to every single one of them. It will give an even more of a boost because the name of the title is Ultimate Team. It's not just about using one fighter, it's about improving every single fighter under them weight classes to be the best that they can be and to level up your team, not just one fighter. So chemistry, apparently the level that you get on them will boost your overall fighters as well. So if I had 90 on there, 80 on there, 20 on there, 80 on there, but I upped Daniel Cormier to like 60, then I will probably get more of a boost. That's hearsay at the moment, that's not confirmed or anything like that, but I think that may be a factor that comes into it as well, guys, because the proof is in the pudding, in the fact that it's called Ultimate Team and it's about getting the best team, creating the best fighters and the best team. It's not just about using one fighter like a lot of us generally do. It's about using all of them and growing all of them overall. Now, I quickly said about Conor McGregor, a striker, and said how I tested him, and then I said that his ground game and grappling stats felt a little bit better in game by having a higher chemistry. Now, Ronda Rousey, you can see she's the opposite. Her striking game's not very good and her grappling game is very good. So I tested that again. I was chopping and changing, taking moves out, making the chemistry good, making it bad, swapping different moves, gold cards, silver cards, bronze cards, see if I could see any visible change again or a boost, and there was nothing that I could see, guys. But her striking did feel better the higher the chemistry compared to the lower the chemistry. She felt faster, and considering she's only got 2 arm slots and 1 leg slot, there's only so much that you can up her speed, and I think that is to summarize the whole of chemistry, guys. Like there, I can only up the speed of her striking to a certain degree, no matter, even if I had 2 gold cards there and there, like you can see, I've got 2 with 3 diamonds, which is up the chemistry as much as possible there. And if I added that one there, that would add, that's already got +4 speed. You can see that her speed's still only 73, but the higher the chemistry, so if I get the chemistry to match on all the cards, the higher the chemistry, the faster she will feel at striking, guys. So that is pretty much all my testing that I've done and my conclusion on it, guys. It will make sure that all fighters are well-rounded. It's basically like training your fighter to be better in their weakest side of their game. So Ronda Rousey's brilliant at grappling, not good on her feet. So it's like higher the chemistry, you've just been in the gym and you've trained on striking constantly for 4 months, so your fighter's better at that. But at the moment, we don't see anything visible, but you can feel a difference in my opinion personally. But I do feel that they need to add something visible so that you can see what boost you're getting by having a higher chemistry. So hopefully this video has helped answer some of your questions, guys. I am still waiting for some answers myself on certain things, and we do want 100% guaranteed on what is going on here. But I've kind of added it all up myself with what I'm reading online and what I'm seeing, plus with my testing that I've done, and that was the overall conclusion, guys. So make sure to smash a thumbs up if you think we're as close as possible to what chemistry actually means on this game. Can we hit at least 10 thumbs on this tips and tricks videos, guys? It'd be muchly appreciated, and I will see you in the next tips video. I've been Insomnia Dreams, you've all been legends. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.